the bottom of the ocean. Drops the $250 million diamond down at the bottom of the ocean. Right? Oh, it does. Our love is more valuable than this. And why? Why is that? Because it's open hypergamy. When I've got another essay where I make comparisons between Saving Private Ryan and between the endings of Saving Private Ryan and Titanic. So at the end of Titanic, you have Rose, who is still an alpha widow of Jack and still pining for him. And then they're in heaven. They're finally reunited in death. You know what happens at the end of Private Ryan? Private Ryan is he's at Arlington, and he's over, I think it's Captain Miller's grave, and he's there with his kids. Now, he's got grandkids, he's got a wife, he's got everything, and he's there and he's shedding tears and he's crying. And because now at the end of his life, just like Rose, at the end of his life, Private Ryan is wondering if he earned it, right? Because remember, what does Captain Miller say at the end of God, we gotta watch this again. At the end of Private Ryan, he says, "Earn this." That was the last fucking words that Captain Miller says. I think it's Captain Miller. Tom Hanks' character says to Private Ryan, "Earn this." And his question, his like agonizing question that he asks his wife, who doesn't understand any of this, is, "Am I good enough? Did I earn this? Am I a good man?" He actually says, "Am I a good man?" He's worried about being qualifying for. My dogs are going off. He's worried about qualifying. He's worried about his performance. Whereas Rose, plunk, that's the end of it. And that's the difference. That's what I'm getting at right here. The guy who provided for Rose to have all that great stuff, he's the second choice. One of the reasons why I even wrote that, and I even have sort of gotten into this recently, is because I was listening to I was reading an article or listening to a conversation on a podcast, and it was about this woman who was talking to her grandmother, and again towards the end of her life, and was saying something to the effect that she could never fully give herself to her husband because he wasn't the one.